It just happened to be coincidence that Max Verstappen then broke this doctrine at the first attempt. Ironically, not when answering a question about the clampdown on swearing. It was a different part of the FIA press conference. It's badly handled, certainly badly handled. Fine in principle, but very badly handled. Especially didn't like Ben Salem invoking the "we're not rappers, this is motorsport." That was laced with some real, accidentally or not, some underlying kind of malice and intent there. Didn't like the connotation there, but I can't help but notice that you've been bleeped out yourself there, Glenn. So are we aligned with the FIA on this one in principle, if not in execution?
Well, I think we're being censored. I have to say, I don't mind the FIA having a position of please don't swear in our press conferences, but I think that's the way you handle it. You have a word with these people and just say, look, when you're in this environment that's our environment, can you please just watch your language? You know, talk to these people like adults, and you probably get they will act like adults in response. I don't understand like the first way of dealing with this, of being so heavy-handed and trying to make an example of somebody. Now, Ed, perhaps, well, understandably, Max chose violence, or perhaps that should be silence, as his way of dealing with or responding to his punishment. He didn't really talk in the FIA press conferences. He gave these impromptu media debriefs outside instead, and he started making noises about how this is the sort of thing that could, in the longer term, drive him away from F1. So is the FIA president potentially here picking a fight that he can't win?
Well, he can win it by constantly throwing misconduct charges or getting the stewards to constantly do him for misconduct. But I wouldn't say that's a win in the real world, certainly not in the court of public opinion. The problem is that by taking that action that he has in retaliation, Verstappen, a sort of passive resistance, he comes across very, very well. He's not refusing to talk to media or the outside world. He just reduces what he does in FIA press conferences. So that's a very, very good way to fight back. Mohammed Ben Sulayem has basically gone on the offensive in terms of being aggressive on this in what he said in public with the misconduct charge. So he ends up looking disproportionate, and Verstappen ends up looking like the voice of reason. He's played it beautifully.